Hello everybody and welcome to Next on Cleasy. And today I'm doing a review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 5, Episode 12. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible because my battery's about to run out and I am really not... I'm looking kind of rough today. I just came from the gym, so please forgive any, ugliness that might offend your eyes. Okay. So basically the episode starts off where it left off last time with Stevie in the studio or in the at the radio station or whatever, talking about whether or not him and Jocelyn were actually married. And he's in there with like some other people too. And it's just he's just like, yeah, it basically started off with the magazine talking about it and we just essentially ran with it. I can believe that to a degree. I feel like maybe it's just, something that got a little bit out of hand for the two of them. And I think he ludded it, Jocelyn. I think he really did ludded it her. And he thought that he was going to end up marrying her at some point. So he thought it wouldn't be so bad to stretch the truth that way because he was eventually planning on marrying her anyhow. Jocelyn, we catch up with her at like a stop and repeat. Basically, she's just, and it was so fake. I didn't even pay attention to what the event was, but it was so fake. It just looks so like posed and staged. Like she's like standing there and, the people who are asking her questions is like they're reading lines off of a, giant poster or something. They're like, Jocelyn, well, what's going on with you and your husband? And she's like, well, I'm not trying. No, I'm not going to do no Jocelyn impression. I'm terrible. But she's just like, well, it's not about him. It's about me, yada, yada. And then she starts snapping on old girl, talking about, well, are you married and all this? And I'm just like, it doesn't really take all that, Jocelyn. It really don't. Like, Jocelyn, you're such a pretty lady. You don't have to be so ugly and insecure all the time. Stop it. Like, there's no reason for you to be that insecure. Okay, nextly, I'm looking at my notes, y'all, sorry. Nextly, the next scene is Mimi and Stevie J. And Mimi is like packing up all his stuff, talking about, oh, well, it's time for him to go. Like he, has been lying to me this whole time. Why did he have to lie to me? Of all people, we've been walking through this house together, brushing shoulders, and, I've been cooking you breakfast and stuff like that, and you couldn't tell me before you went and told the radio station, essentially. And I feel Mimi a little bit on that. Like, even though Stevie J says that it just, it just wasn't good timing, I just couldn't find the right way to say it, whatever. I feel like he could have given Mimi a heads up, considering that he is living on her couch right now. Like, she shouldn't have had to find that out from someone else. Or also, like, I imagine she probably wasn't listening to the thing when it was airing immediately at that time. She didn't have to find out from the blogs. As soon as you came home from doing the radio station interview, you could have told her, look, this is what's going on before you hear it from the blogs. Like, he could have had that much consideration. But furthermore, this just tells me that all of this is fixed. All of this is fake. And, they just want it to all be dramatic and drama-filled. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the sun. Okay. Nextly, Jay, Nick, and Amber. Oh, okay. So this is when they're all at Jay, Nick. Oh my gosh, what? I'm not going to talk about nobody's looks, Lord. Okay, so tell me why they're all at this dude's house for a poker game. Jay, Nick is the fellow with the very round head, and he wears like a bandana around it, and it's just very interesting. Like, it's just very interesting to see. You have to see it yourself. And Amber is just like she's all over Jock. And, pouring water, supposedly being a good hostess, pouring water into all of the gentlemen's glasses, but she accidentally spills some on Jock's lap and starts dabbing it up, all up on his thigh meat. Just all in the man's thigh meat. And freaking Scrappy was in the confessional. He killed me. Like, he was just like, it's all up on the man's thigh meat. Like, basically Jay Nick gets upset about it. But I'm like, why are you upset though? But why are you upset though? Because like you're not really being faithful to her, and you don't really care about her like that. Like it's not that heavy. So like chill though. Nextly, what's next? Tammy. Okay, so Tammy is walking. I don't know if she's like walking through like a zoo. I don't know if she's walking through a park, but there's like a giant crane or like something along those measures just flying around. I don't know. Me and large birds, I would have been scared to death to see that big behind bird fly past me like that, and she was just too cool for me. But that was like a borderline dinosaur that flew past her, and it was so big it looked like when he flew past, her weave should have like blown in the wind. Like that's how big that bird was. I digress. And also, what was she wearing? Like she's wearing this denim jumpsuit, right? And freaking Tammy is beautiful. She's a gorgeous woman. She's beautiful. But what she had on weighed her down. Like it was wearing her in a way. Like it was like her boobs are like so voluptuous. It looked like it was just like y'all, you know what? Y'all saw the same thing I saw. I don't have to explain this to this degree. It was just not the most flattering outfit ever. Her behind looked great in it though. But just being that I work in a breast-centered environment, that's my job. I look at breasts all day. It was just hard for me to see that. It was just very hard. And so basically, it was just another yet very just scripted but not scripted, just, you know, oh, woe is me, dramatic music playing in the back. You know, she's talking, you know, narrating the situation, just basically talking about the situation between her and Waka, about just how he can't do right, and how, you know, she's thinking that it's possible she might have to, you know, pursue different options. Nextly, Mama D is at a dance studio getting ready for a song that she a song called Cinema or something along those lines. And Mama D looks great. Like, she is amazing. Like, I hope that I almost look like her when I get to her age. Like, she looks phenomenal. She's beautiful. She looks radiant. Like, being that her and her husband seem to be going through the most at the moment, she is glowing. She's glowing. She looks great. Then she invites Scrappy. She invites Scrappy over because she wants him to do like a feature on her song, but he's not really with it. But I'm thinking, like, Scrap, like, that's your mom. Like, there's a lot of things we end up doing in life that we don't really want to do. You can come through for your mom. I mean, it don't even have to be that long. It's not even like, you know, there's plenty of people who are featured on songs who don't even have their name on the song. Like, you know, if you have your name on the song, just beat her. Just, you know, support her. And just show her that you care, you love her, you support her. Those types of things. Like, just be there for your mom. You don't have to, like, show her up and be like, nah. Anyways, our most favorite person in the whole world, Betty Idol, comes through because she says that Mama D invited her. I cannot stand that young lady. That young lady ruffles my feathers so much just by her walking into the room. Like, she just irks all my nerves, Jesus. Whew. Okay, so why was she wearing that? Like, that's just gonna be like my question all the way through this review is, why was she wearing that? What was the purpose of that? She had on a light gray boat neck, well, not boat neck, but like off the shoulder cat suit. Like, why? Like, it was skin tight. Like, There's no way Shorty had on any underwear. There's no possible way. And I'm just like, so don't none of y'all females wear underwear? None of y'all? So, oh, I just can't. I can't because it's going to get graphic. Oh my God. Like, why would you do that? I can't with some of these females. I cannot. Why? And it's not just like, okay, I get some people are just more comfortable that way. Y'all are just doing it because you're thotty. Y'all are just being thotty. That's the only reason why. Okay. Anyways, basically, Scrappy just says, nah, ma. Like, I'm not into her. Like, it's all about the Bam at this point. That's all I care about. She's who I see when I wake up. Like, that's where it's at. So shout out to Bam and Scrap. Nextly, Carly Red's birthday party, where she debuts her new single. It's called Put You On. It's called Put You On. Now, I kind of actually like the song. I like the fact that it sounded different. It didn't sound like just copy repeat kind of situation that you're kind of hearing these days. It had kind of like a Jamaican or like some sort of like ethnic vibe to it. And it was kind of nice. Just if you close your eyes and you listen, if you close your eyes and listen to the song, it sounded okay. Also, I'm mad at whoever turned the, like, you know how you can have like the audio like plugged into where it sounds like it's coming out of like a headphone or playing off of like just I don't know, it sounds better instead of hearing all the ambiance of the room and people chattering, and it just sounds cheap. Like, whoever did that, y'all are shout out, because that wasn't right. Anybody else who we listen to their songs, we hear that real crisp, clean kind of sound. Y'all played Carly Red and had that playing all in the audience, and we could barely hear it, and it made it sound like trash, really, when I think it actually had some potential. Also, but on the other hand, though, presentation was whack. It was whack. Why did she have her nephew or whoever that was doing the feature, like the rap or whatever? He looked like what was he wearing though? What was he wearing? Like, he looked basic. Like, he looked super basic. Like, he wasn't even ready. Like, she called him at the last second and he was at the grocery store and he was like, oh, okay, I'll come through. You know, like, why weren't you ready? Like, did you not see that everybody's, dressed in gold and painted and, in all white and, just trying to do the most, and you came through looking like you just got off the playground? Like, what was that? What was that, sir? I don't appreciate that. Carly Red, I feel like whoever her stylist is did not do her justice, because they should have had her pull up her jumpsuit before she got on the camera, because it made her look like she had a diaper in the front and it was just all like down, like 5 inches down her crotch. Y'all saw it. Stop making me the bad person. Y'all saw what I saw. I'm just saying it. Her crotch was like 3 to 5 inches lower than what it should have been, and they should have got it before they let her stand up on camera. So your stylist needs to be fired, Carly Red. Someone needs to be spoken to. Sit her down, okay? Or him, whoever. He didn't do you justice. What else? Oh, she also says that she's gonna confront Tiara, Scrap DeLeon's baby's mother, and let her know that she was never his woman. And Jesus, like, I feel like, Carly, you're a little too old for this. Like, you're a little too old to be seeking out beef with other females for no reason that have nothing to do with you. Just sit down. Girl, make your money. Enjoy whoever's company you want to enjoy and leave it be. Now, if something comes to you, address it, but stop seeking out drama. Like, why do you want that in your life? Don't you have kids? Don't you have, like, people who, like, you care for and stuff like that? Like, why would you want to put yourself in dangerous situations that are like, it's not necessary. Don't put yourself in situations that can possibly put you in a bad spot when you have people who depend on you. Like, okay, all right, I'm done. Nextly, Bambi goes to Tammy's house, and she's just kind of there to be a friend to her, to just kind of listen, have girl talk, see, you know, what's going on with her, and she essentially tells Bambi that, you know, it's just been tough for her living in, you know, this big old house by herself, and, you know, it's not a happy home, essentially, because Waka is not there to, you know, be her man, be her husband. And, you know, that sucks. That's sucky. Like, I feel for them. I mean, I think everybody was rooting for, well, everybody, you know, with a good heart, everybody was rooting for Tammy and Waka to make it. You know, they were a nice couple, and I think we all can see, you know, the good in Waka. It's just Waka can't get right, you know? And I guess it's just not time. Maybe he feels like, you know, he still has too many options. But, like, at the end of the day, why did you marry her then? Like, why did you marry her if you felt like you wasn't able to slow down? Like, sorry, my battery's telling me it's going down. I just feel like, just sometimes men frustrate me. Like, y'all frustrate me. Like, you have a beautiful woman, beautiful, just can't get right. So next time, just don't marry her. Just don't marry her if you're not ready. Don't let nobody force you into no situation that you're not ready to be in, sir, madam. Like, if you're not ready, you're not ready. Shoot. Okay, so Sass is in the studio. This is Scrap's brother. He sounded okay. It was alright. I'm not gonna, alright. And then he sits down with Stevie J, and essentially Stevie J brings in Dime and says that they're gonna work together. There is some weird flirting happening here. It was kind of weird. Next, Jocelyn and freaking Tommy have a rendezvous where Jocelyn sits down with Tommy and is like, you know, what's going on, girl? You know, all that. Tommy explains to her that she had a fight with Carly and with Scrap. That she had a fight with Scrap, where she essentially tells Scrap that she wants Stevie J to, you know, perform some services down below. And Jocelyn is like, say what? It's just like, Jocelyn looked like she wanted to just like, you say what? It was too funny, but Jocelyn played it cool. She played it really cool. But she's like, you know what, if you want to, you know, talk reckless, basically, like, you know, you can, you know, perform some things and get right, you know? And it's just like, why would you say that, Tommy? Like, I mean, we know we all gonna see it at the reunion, but you straight said that to her face, though. Like, but also, that's not the only thing. The next thing that's gonna come out is the fact that you were also, it wasn't that you just said it, you tried it. You for real tried it. When you went up to CVJ at that cafe or wherever y'all were, and you showed up with the ripped up dusty yoga pants and was trying to put it on him. All of that is going to come through, Tommy. So we're going to see that you wasn't just talking reckless, you was being reckless. And I think Jocelyn is gonna hand it to you. Basically, I'm looking. I don't know who I would really bet on, because Jocelyn is strong as heck, but Tommy is also like super crazy. Like, she's super duper crazy. I just feel like it would be War of the Worlds with those two going at it. I honestly don't know who I would bet on. Last but not least, Amber and Jock actually sleep together. I have no words for that, really. It's just like, but why? Because Jock is a thought. Jock is just a hoe. Like, there's no better word to explain Jock except for hoe. He would sleep with anything. He would sleep with anything. Like, Amber, to me, like, oh my gosh, like, maybe it's her personality that just strikes me just so gross, like, where I'm just like, I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Maybe it's just like the fact that she just puts herself out there. It looks like literally anybody could have her. Maybe those are strong words. Maybe that was rude. Hold on. I just don't like the way that she carries herself. And so it just makes me not want to be in the presence of someone like that. However, Jock is the same kind of way. Like, he's just super thirsty. Like, you're supposed to be a celebrity. Why are you so thirsty? Like, according to you, you could probably have whoever you wanted to have. If you flaunt the right way, you could probably get who you wanted to get. Why are you so thirsty, Jock? There's no reason for it. There's no reason. Anyways, I want to say that's how that episode ended. That's all the notes that I have. Hopefully this was somewhat enjoyable. I'm sorry I was loud. I feel like I was a little bit loud on this. I got a little bit hyped. I'm sorry again that I look so rough. I just tried to give my all to the treadmill today, and I'm gonna try to just keep going, get this body right and tight. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, great, fantastic, blessed, magnificent day today. Be strong, be beautiful, be positive, and peace out. Love ya.